Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Norman series here on the Lord Master channel. And this is the Kingdom of Greater Normandy, an independent Western European entity that now exists, and we will be continuing to live in peace as I am still now Queen Stephanie, the Conqueror of Greater Normandy. I'm 81 years old and I'm in very good health. Yes, very good health, despite the fact that, despite what the power struggle says of my perceived senility, because, you know, I'm an old woman, I got nothing left in me anymore, but I'm just going along with it, alright? I want to live up until I'm 92, which was my old record from my very first playthrough in Crusader Kings 3 with the Ethnicities series, where I was this one king who lived up till he was 92, though he could have lived up to 100 had he not got himself imprisoned and all that. And I believe he was also obese or infirm or something like that. Hope that doesn't come to me, though. Although I wish I would have gotten additional health boosts, such as going hunts more often, but I don't have the prowess skill to make that happen anymore. I am too damn old to be having prowess skill of any kind. Doesn't help that I am one-eyed as well. I thought about going a change of personality traits. Like I could get rid of brave or ambitious. I mean either or, like I'd say don't need to be brave because I'm too old to fight. Or get rid of ambitious where basically like hey, I've done everything that I wanted to do. So I'm happy with it. I could see that happening with her. And don't you forget, your son, who is 47, a couple years time will finally get married. And the other, well, he's about to be married and will soon have children of his own. Because we need to spread the dynasty around. After all the things I've done here. And also time to right some wrongs. Such as this unruly vassal of mine. Alright, I'll grant you those two vassals here. Just to make you happy. Okay? Even if it's a place that I have a claim to. Since you do have Holland to yourself, and one day you could give away Flanders whenever you wish to usurp the title of, that's still over there. But that would be up to my two sons. And also, if you want to get rid of perceived senility, you gotta be in Regency, and there's a couple of ways to do it. You got 835 days to keep the peace. Not do anything else. Holding management. Actually, before you do anything related to that, clean realm directives, as you are independent. You can do a royal decree as well, if all powerful vassals have an opinion towards you. Drogo, you call yourself a powerful vassal? Well, I'll compliment you one day. I'll get around to that. If I ever do any royal decrees and all that. Do not have the trait ambitious to make that happen. That's what I was hoping for. Scheme of self-improvement where I could step away from the court for 5 years. That's what I was hoping for. You can always meditate in seclusion. There's that. The longer the cheese is aged, the more stress you will lose when eating it. Right. Let's do it. Let's try to have a personality change. Ultimate Reckoning. Get rid of ambitious. This is what I want. Another rainy morning to temper conveniently my restless mood as I crave for a new objective. Never happy. Always searching more. More riches, more power, more recognition, more relevance. I want more. Unfortunately, this behavior, while granting me some successes here and there, it's a trap carefully designed by my mind to imprison me in a dungeon of almost permanent unhappiness with a few, even if elusive, bouts of bliss. Is this the life I want to live? Anguishing my whole life at this new angle, I feel an anguish burning deep inside myself. Who am I? Who do I want to be? You can either pick for a random trait or go for the complete opposite, which is content. Which content gives you more learning, more stress loss. Opinion of vassals towards you will go up, but not so much for the same culture opinion with you being content, given that we Normans do not like being content with our lot. The belligerent vassals won't like it, but the frogger minority vassals, which I got plenty of, they'll like it more. So who knows what I'll be if I were to choose a random trait. I could go for content, honestly. Happier vassals means the more likely you're going to keep the realm stable, as you're a woman of diplomacy. I'll embrace what I once despised. I decided to radically change my personality and adopt views contrary to what I've always cherished. As might be expected, this radical change causes very serious consequences. Fortunately, the increase in stress did not carry any long-lasting consequences for my well-being. I'm safe for now. Calm and content, but the braveness is still in me. So now it'll be much easier to get rid of this stress. Just be happy, be content with what you have. What she already has, be it much or little, is enough for Stephanie. Kind of makes sense for someone like her. Isn't there a law trait all the way that relates to being content? Minimum watch is the one. But anyways, my next step after this year cooldown, go for conditional autonomy for women's rights, to have more cultural fascination progress, and ups the attraction opinion. If only if I was eccentric by random chance, but that ain't gonna happen. So first things first, and also if you wish you can establish a feudal elective succession law, which you can lose a lot of stress if you're content. And plus you're no longer ambitious. An elective monarchy for Normandy. Sounds like a good idea in theory. It doesn't cost you nothing just to say, well, our feudal's gonna be elective. Pseudo-democracy. And you can have a scheme for self-improvement now. Lustful, gluttonous, and fickle characters more prone to failure. Diligent, tempered, callous, more prone to success. In good health condition, especially good health. Ah! My cheese. When did I got this cheese? pretty damn old cheese, so the longer the cheese is aged, the more stress you'll lose when eating it. It's time. Consume the cheese. It is time. Deep in my storage has set some of the most incredible cheese in the known world, slowly aging, increasing potency. And now I shall consume it. Jesus wept, that's some good cheese. 100. Okay. Now work off some stress. Getting a sweaty stitch. I'm 81 years old and I'm exercising. As I finish yet another lap around my castle, I can already feel my worries dripping off me together with the sweat. Some people say I run from my problems, but I say run towards solutions. Another lap. And let's go talk with a confidant. To truly be listed as a rare treat. Nothing eases the mind like a good conversation with someone I can trust. Easier makes problems seem much smaller. Now listen here. After a long conversation with my caravan master, I could already feel my thoughts coming down. However, as I rejoined the court, I could see the jealousy on the courtier's face. After all, who would want to have Oswald's trust? My mind is at ease. Find with you. What the hell is this? I mean, I'm not doing that. I'm just looking. Earn tyranny for exchange of gold. Oh, it's just other dirty means, including a private honor retinue. Okay. Don't you worry. I'm in excellent health. You should feel content with what you have. Even though that same culture opinion, your fellow Normans won't like it, but others will respect you. Now let's use some of this stress. There he comes first. Working. So on stewardship, though. Stress lost. Now for holding management. Let's see what we can do. Try to stay with him, Ox. Even though I would gain a tiny bit of stress because you are calm, content, and brave. Tuh. Nope. That didn't work. The buildings will take longer. Damn it. Not what I wanted. Now, realm directives. It still reminds me it's time to strategically plan the realms directives for the upcoming years. The goals you set will shape the future of the people under your rule. Your councils are eager to learn about your plans for the future of the realm. With numerous tasks at hand, the challenge lies on focusing one priority at a time. In light of your own abilities to prevent critical failures, what specific area do you need to prioritize, and how do you plan to secure necessary support for its success? Alternatively, do you contemplate not prioritizing anything in particular? That's a far attractive option. Improve the realm infrastructure and overall productivity. Damn it! Corruption scandal. Due to the minor oversight reflected on your lack of experience, critical negotiations are left in the hands of merchants resulting in corrupt scandal involving some raw material supplies. God damn it. Not what I had in mind. Royal decree, but you need a powerful vassal to be in line with you. Hey, let me compliment you a little. Okay. Now, Royal Decree. Your Chancellor recalls his rules with your prerogative to issue decrees, provided you can garner the support of influential vassals. Skill or Crown Authority greatly increases chance of success and all that. Oh dear. Your councils are eager to understand your intentions for the future home, while numerous opportunities await you. Must concentrate this singular priority, aligning with your own abilities to avert potential setbacks. What interests you to ensure success? Alternatively, do you believe that lack of appropriate skills to generate what you desire? Oh dear. See if you could try to Crown Monopoly Act. I'm willing to gamble for it. You got it! A Crown Monopoly Act enables the Crown to monopolize key economic sectors, consulting wealth and resources. This success ensures better economic planning and a more direct flow of revenue to the royal coffers, solidifying your control. Ha! Yeah, that's what we need. Despite the setbacks related to income. If I wanted to establish a feudal directive, I mean, look at my eldest. He's the genius. I wouldn't want that. While you are just one for intrigue. They'll most likely vote for you anyhow. In the meantime, allow me to go meditate in seclusion. As I travel along the road, I notice a frail-looking peasant standing outside of the path. As I inspect her most closely, she appears to be holding a small bundle. Please, hold a moment. Times have been tough since my spouse passed, and I'm at my wit's end. Would you be interested in buying my child, though it pains me deeply? I can't afford to keep her. I must sell her to save what's left of my family. Her name is Orangard. Sickly, club-footed. Well, I'll make sure she's cared for, at the least. It's not a regency, but it's just meditation, seclusion in the forested area. Just needed something to stall for time. It's time to start making some investments in the buildings. Like, we need more trade posts. Now it takes 4 months to build. 93 gold. 123 for 6 months. Wetland farms. Trade ports, trade ports, trade ports. Just to increase the trade power. And save a bit of gold in case you need to do something else. But I think I have an idea what I want to do. Today, I was going about the vicinity of my castle. Sophia approached me and asked for a few minutes of my time. She called the deputy towards us. She wants gold. How much? 200 gold! fine. That means I'm gonna have to get it off of you. Well, one, this, and two. Well, unless you want to ask your holiness to lend you some. Ask for gold. Hey, let me gift you a bread and a horse. You do not have the piety for this. My birthday's the 28th of May. Ill. But I'm still fine. I'll manage. See? Nothing to it. Small harbor constructed just to increase the income. Couldn't help but notice that up there. This is due to the varying tensions between us. Cultural exists between us and the Dutch. We don't see each other eye to eye here because of various reasons. Cosmopolitan ruling caste. Yeah, we do have ruling caste. I mean, I wish I could. I mean, you could swap it out since you got so much damn prestige you had no idea what to do with. I mean, that's an idea. Huh. That's something to think about in future. And meantime, get it under control. It seems we neglected Harlem, West Friedland. After arriving at Wild Forest, I found a peaceful, clear meditating. Remote location was a significant move, giving me a welcome reprieve from the daily problems at the court. Glad it took time to do this. A few weeks ago, in a meeting to the most prominent members of my dynasty was called, and I happily hosted everyone. After much talking, some bickering, and a few sweet remembrances of past, it was decided by the majority that everyone would contribute to the strengthening of our dynasty by giving the amount of gold necessary to further our interests together. After looking at my covers, the windmills of my mind started rotating. I'll use my diplomacy instead, because I have obviously very high diplomacy skill for that, and just gained it. It's nightfall. A man's hard at work when you arrive at the cereal field south of Amiens. It appears to be planting crops at a rapid pace, using a large flat piece of wood and heavy stones. I frowned as I watched the man performing his labor, then I quarreled as to what exactly he's up to. He winces and starts a long round of how we need to wake up and meet our true master that are hiding behind false Christian teachings. Takes surprise. Stop that, you heretic! Pay homage to me. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of the Countess Stephanie, who is soon announced and ushered before me. She kneels in deference as tenants bring forth her gifts of coin and precious objects. The oath is taken and describes recorded pledges to serve the kingdom of Greater Normandy. As I bid the Countess arise, confirm my satisfaction and the rights to the land she rules in my stead. I accept your generous gifts, Countess Stephanie. While your health is still good, I think it's about time that we should use this free time that I'll step away from court affairs of being in a regency. Nobody will disturb me nor reward me, and I can anticipate my return at the cost of stress. This is going to cost me a lot of money, but I believe it'll be worth it. Select your scheme. Diplomacy aims to strengthen alliances, negotiate treaties, and navigate politics to improve diplomatic skills. Stewardship focus on economic management, resolving disputes, enhancing governance skills. Martial focus on improving military acumen, lead local skirmishes, train militias, and improve strategic thinking. Intrigue delves into the shadowy politics and espionage, aims to uncover and thwart plots, mastering the art of intrigue. Learning pursue intellectual growth, spiritual enlightenment, and engage in scholarly pursuits. Prowess seeks to improve own combat skills, participates in local tournaments, and undergoes rigorous training. I always say prowess is not an option because I'm too old for that shit. Like to see my learning improved. For a period of 5 years, I'll abstain myself from government affairs and improve my learning. You'll be the culture head now, as I'll be taking my leave. Decide to absent yourself from government affairs. Your realm is now in capable hands of the region. Courtiers question necessary to this venture. Some say that you are neglecting your own responsibilities as a ruler. So under absent ruler, the monthly prestige is minus 20%. Natural dread goes down while increasing my monthly lifestyle experience of plus 20. His character is absent from the court for uncertain reasons, leaving the realm's government in the hands of a regent. Rumor has it that in precise intervals this ruler visits the court to find out about the realm's affairs, meet with the regent, and gather with their family. The waters of the lower river have risen above normal levels. Wind and the sun in the surrounding areas. While it could help to bolster the harvest, the water continues to rise without rest. It would be wise to halt all construction in the region until the floodwaters have settled, to ensure as many people as possible can reach safety. Just give me one thing. Lower river will soon flood. So that means these areas of the counties of Touraine, Anjou, Salme, and Nantes will be affected. And this will affect France and Greater Normandy. And no, not Frisia, they're fine. This will definitely get rid of that power struggle with the perceived senility for as long as the Regency is ongoing. And I could still change the laws to how I like it. Now, give women the rights. Yeah, lowers the fertility business laws, but more opinion towards female rulers like myself. Attraction opinion up, development up, and more importantly, cultural fascination goes up. Pass it. And when I return, if we have the piety, I will go for festivity budget to go towards modest celebrations for health boost. Please remember, in 2 years, switch to medicine. Look at how much money we're making now. Because I decided to leave and make it a regency and all that. Wind pushes foreign waters to the nearby Lorry River, pushing the bank far beyond its limits. Some collect excess water for their own needs, but the water continues to overflow. The surrounding countryside becomes a marsh, and mud collects on the buildings around town. This disaster demands my undivided attention. You're already power sharing and don't need to make any changes to accommodate for the extra burden. Contributions to disaster recovery projects will cost you 10% less while you're power sharing. I didn't check the severity. Because back then when this happened, the flood severity was tier 3. This is tier 2. Water rushes through the streets and alleys of towns surrounding the river, sweeping the bodies of innocents along its relentless current. Some will try to wade through it only to be swallowed whole. This flood seeps beneath building floors, saturating wood, ensuring future rot. Crops are crushed by the whim of the rushing flood. I learn from the lower rivers in a minute. I lose some of the legitimacy. Every county along that disaster area, control's been reduced. Gain flooding for the duration of reconstruction here. 1 second. It reminds me. Oh, yeah, memorial fortifications are still there ever since that wildfire at Bruges. The realms are abuzz with the terror-filled rumors of the river flood. Floodwaters claim many across afflicted lands. Even nobles and courtiers die on fire from the worst of it. The scare loss is sobering. Lucky to be alive. Boss Marie of the Crimson Paddock was the most notable of the dead. The rest are just courtiers and lowborns. Again, this is all down here. Second impact. Count Geoffrey of Saumur was swept away by the flood. "14 casualties. Victims of the river flood, make haste in finding safety, leaving old lives behind, with a few remaining to ensure safety and order in the region. Bad actors reign free to terrorize survivors. Ruling over areas is no longer possible. It's been abandoned." So in that disaster area, now there's a limited exodus. So holding taxes goes down, and so is development decline there. At last, the waters of the Lorry River return to normal. Day puddles are still scattered across the land. The sun shines bright. Soon the excess water will be drawn from the earth. The road to restore order is long. Look at the potential contributors. To tell them, hey, put some funds into it. But again, it affects the lands that I do not personally control. But my nephew, the blind, he'll do it. The rest has to be convinced. But the good nephew will be willing to contribute. The flood's impacted energy created a desperate circumstance for many. Even when the floodwaters recede, the damage to land and man alike lead to hunger and strife. Peasants seek out noble food stores and banditry runs rampant. Even hunting and fishing cannot keep up with the lost harvest. The desperate famine in Anjou grips the populace. I can only watch as food dwindles for nobles, soldiers, and peasantry alike. The lack of food has even brought word to me that Some open graves seeking bodies of the deceased. Though one can never tell if such talk is simply rumors. What is certain is not rumored is the devastation on those who live in Anjou, and its impacts to be felt for years to come. This famine's hold. Oh my god. Look at that. I'm just nodding my head in horror, nodding my head, shaking my head in horror. So unlike what happened to in the Debutantes in Normandy, he funded it. Please help. In the county of Anjou again. What a great famine. Opinion towards you is already high. So is he. It's up to you guys. I'm not going to put my money into it, as I'm more interested in investing in building buildings up there. And of course soon, down here as well. 44 gold. I'm feeling fine. The modifiers are starting to go away. At least it's not time yet for the grand wedding. Which I'll see to that'll happen. My friend died. He was the caravan master, but I'm not going anywhere yet. Get rid of detailed maps. Give me another health related thing. That's... yeah, there we go. Small health boost for all. Iron constitutions. If I ever get sick again, now I have a disease resistance or a huge health boost. Oh, the good nephew died. Count Osmond, son of a nephew. Known criminal. Don't start nothing, okay? Also another reason. Support from region +2. Liege gets domain limit +2. That's why we're making so much gold. What do you need? Wants to forge a sword? Oh. So do you believe you have what it takes to make the sword better than my makeshift mace, the weapon of our ancestors? Because if I wanted to replace that weapon, well, I'm gonna have to put it in court as a display. Your work on the precious artifacts is proceeding well, and the Sir seems to be in a very good mood. But I'm not making any promises. If I manage to produce a true masterpiece, what idea would you like to guide my hand? To cause more harm to them and less to us. Build manor houses here. Maybe perhaps I'll contribute to the relief. Much like what it will give me. Disaster Relief Savior. Memorial Builder. That's renown gain. Proposed trade from the Duke of Anjou. So you'll pay 32 to me. Take your pick. That's nice of you. We don't have to get trade agreements. Direct vassal opinion to go up would be nice. And once project completed, gain lifestyle. Willing to go for that. Do it. Fund it. I was a bit hesitant on that, but now I'm willing to go for it. Yeah, I know. I think it was a good idea after all to, let there be a regency so that way I can, let them have it. We'll make a lot of money while I'm away. Would like to give aid for victims so I can have disaster relief savior for more monthly piety. As I'll most certainly be a religious icon by the end of life. Here we go. Aid for victims. Another one of my friends died. My weaponsmith updates me on the progress, droning on about the limits of hammer and bells and my reels of bold ideas for my sword. Forging might not be my personal forte, but that doesn't mean I can have a say in how my money is spent. My background gives some unique insights, so 89% of my ideas work well, 0% chance that the ideas work, and 10% I'm ignored. My ideas will work well. Till the 12th of September. Get more healthy. Don't be slow. Old age? Old age. Well, time to find a new husband who is very well skilled in just about anything. Doesn't matter if it's matrilineal or not. I yearn for someone who's got high intrigue and learning. I guess that might be you. because it seems you're pretty even with just about anything. Don't necessarily need your stewardship, but you'll do. I'll take the prestige hit for this. Relative close family tis. Historical character? Oh, he's a real historical character. Grunlang Ormstunga, the protagonist of Gunnlaug's saga Ormstunga, was a Viking warrior poet known for his travels and poetic rivalries. The saga recounts his tragic love story and his struggle with poetic rival, capturing the dynamics of honor, fame, and Viking society. His character is historical, but might deviate compared to his real-life counterpart based on his culture and faith of his place of origin. He might also appear slightly outside of his historical data points by around 1 to 5 years. That's cool. Huh. He was acclaimed by knights some 3 years ago. He's also Chancellor. Insular Norse. He's from Taberna in East Anglia. Well, you're more than welcome to marry me. You'll get lots of prestige, we'll lose some. He's a poet, he's a Viking, and he's a historical character. Small health boost for him. That's pretty cool. You can have all the borrowed powers you need, son. I'm just a nice old lady. Matriarch. Inspector. Architect. What I would like to have a whole body by the end of this. Go ahead. Complete it. It'll be done. See? I care for the people. I did say in my coronation ceremony that I'd be the woman of the people. Okay. You know what? Let's wait for the good timing. When the flood relief is complete, start the Golden Age. And he is here. Man of all the skills that I need. Says ruler. +2 everything except stewardship. Which I don't need more stewardship skill of. I just wanted to get these two up. Learning quest. Meditation retreat. Embarking on a meditation retreat, I sought inner enlightenment to better understand the intricacies of human nature. While immersed in spiritual pursuits, discussions at court questioned my extended absence, casting shadows on the ruling process. My learning increased by 2 plus 500 my lifestyle experience. Recovery complete. The recent disaster that affected our land left damage that will take generations to mend. A wound felt across the land inflicted on nobles and commoners alike. We're bound together to honor those who lost their lives and to restore our cities and towns. If disaster strikes again, we will be prepared. Victory against nature, indeed. All the flood fertility you've got now. Keep it up. This is ridiculous. Baldwin, son and heir. As the keeper of the Queen's personal collection, I have a responsibility to ensure the quality of your work. You'll see when Sven's trying to retort. You should leave a woman to her work when she's forged a sword fit for royalty. Stick to your own duties, Baldwin. Medicine focus. Sacrifice a bit of learning, but more towards all this. I'll reset the perks one day to move this over here. Though I'd rather take care of free as the next one because of the stress issues. And also, after all this, I would like to travel to visit a couple of points of interest that gives me more learning. Like a pilgrimage or something. Or better yet, by the way, it's time to lay down our weapons to savor an age of peace. The Norman people have seen too many dark years of war. Genocide up, prestige up, and ensured peace. Domain limit up, more control growth. Up, everything. And in every realm count that I hold, development growth jumps up big time by 250. So that means development level is up by 2.5. Golden age for Greater Normandy. My work is done, exactly as I said it would be. I heard the scorn of my detractors. They said they would fail when I swore my oath, but I proved them wrong. The voice of my doubters have changed, now to grant me the honor they once thought beyond reach. A new day is upon us, and a stronger Greater Normandy stands ready to meet it. Highness, my vivisered children approaches me with a wide grin. Sweat dripping down her forehead, search smeared across her face. I've toiled over the forge many days and nights, but finally my work is done. She presents me with an object wrapped in cloth. I unveils what is hidden with my eyes grow wide. A folded iron sword of masterful craftsmanship. The grip is covered with gold helix inlay. The blade is etched to display with the words, "Let the lightning of thy glory flash." Woohoo! This is lovely. This mace, you've served me well. This will be the new weapon. And this thing, we forge it into a pedestal item. It'll pay you no cost, but you still get all the benefits. No longer you're going to have issues of injury resistance. You'll have the prestige, you've got the dread gain, you're going to have men-at-arms maintenance, mercenary costs, and all that. We forge it to the royal court. This will now be on display forever and ever, never to be reused again. That is the weapon of our dynasty. So now, this is the Normandy sword, the Sword of Normandy. Now, please remember, I'm too old for this shit, but hey, you did good. Scientific advancements. Not now, son. Don't die on me with your illness. High trade power! 68 gold! Harold. Bless you. Constance is a fine name. 111 gold. You know, timing is everything, and I think it's high time to do the end of the consolidation of Normandy legend. The consolidation only is the last time, and Stephanie emerges as the hero to usher in a new age for the region. It's going to cost you a lot in income, but do it. It'll be me. Here's what it says. Born in a chaotic storm at the heart of the Consolidation Normandy, Queen Stephanie of Greater Normandy had no inclination that she was to bring peace and order to the region. Seeing brother turned against brother, Catholic against Catholic, Stephanie uttered only no more to the bickering fools who seek to shatter the region. It became clear to her that the struggles of her people must come to an end, and a new future must be carved from the remains of the Consolidation of Normandy. Stephanie's legend culminates in a marvelous adventure. Her great deeds of arms were such that all kings had wondered thereof, and many nobles and commoners came to her encounter, for they wished to see the legend in the flesh. In spite of the greatness Stephanie had achieved, there were still those who doubted her vision to solve the Consolidation of Normandy. Her enemies were soon defeated on the battlefields of both debate and war, until all were groveling at her feet and begging for her mercy. Stephanie saw that the rules of the world were wrong, but due to her efforts, the so-called Consolidation of Normandy is at an end and the region will never be the same again. Stephanie emerges as the queen, victorious over all others. Now, to spread this said legend, we're going to need a couple things. A court chronicler. Ah yes, the poet Norseman. Historical character. He'll do for me. Install domestic spread. It's going to cost a lot, but it'll work. Just spread it all around the realm. And we have a court poet here too. And you don't have a poet trait, but since you're Cornish, your culture is known for your refined poetry. So you'll do. Do it. Just spread the legend fast. Maybe come randomly inspired. I mean, I think it's a little excessive. Alright, he'll do. A court musician, that's increased opinion when holding a feast. Unfortunately, none of you are qualified for it, but maybe Tora. At least you have the diplomacy skill. Also legitimacy, command legend abroad. At least take this option. Try to command it abroad. Although, as I said, it's a little excessive with spread the legend fast to all over my realm until the time is right. Hey, since you're good at this thing, should go for that. Yeah, we won't be getting as much money because we're funding the hell out of this legend, but we'll see to it. I care more about health than anything else. Away shrine ruins, we see gain fame for the blessings as supposed to grant to those who pray. Pilgrims and travelers are making their way there in droves, seeking the boons it provides. Interesting. Thanks. If we want to gain money, we could get it by trade. Remember, we no longer have the ability to raid anymore, because you're a kingdom now. Counties and duchies within can still raid, but we don't. Not anymore. We still have Master of Raids, which means you still have the ability to do that. Must not be incapable because I've not returned from my self-improvement. I'm not going to reset the perks until the stress is all gone. But let me see that legend of mine spread! Because it's going to spread like wildfire after the things we're doing here. Very few servants. Some legend. It's only 3% chance to spread, and some others as well. Embarking on a mysterious treasure hunt, I abandoned my pursuit of self-proof for the allure of hidden riches. Courtiers whimpered about my misplaced priorities, diminishing my credibility in court's eyes. Carefree. Much less stress gain now. Spread this 16 baronies. To promote it, you gotta get up to 100. I'll postpone. Money's going elsewhere. Just let it spread. Look at that. Of how fast it's spreading. This is a heroic legend, mind you. Because what that does is monthly prestige. And every promoter is going to get monthly prestige, and every counter affects it. Popular opinion up, and station men-at-arms damage goes up. Yes, it's even spread into France. Once it's spread enough in my realm, I'm going to stop with the domestic legend promotion. And you know, when the Regency comes to an end, even though I'd rather have it not end, personally, so I can try to stay as healthy as possible. Alpine Capital. So that eventually we can get back to investing in building more buildings. $68 gold. And Geoffrey of Amiens. He was the good steward. Clearly there's someone better, but he's regent right now. Do you want to risk it? Sure. Go ahead. Just collect taxes. Don't do anything that spreads the culture and all that. Try to spread it with this French thing. But keep watching. Again, we have 3 victories of Rolford. That was from 898 to 908. And there was the great deed for the King of West Francia here. It was also illustrious, but now we're spreading the legend of the end of the consolidation of Normandy. 2 Norman legends. Hey, aren't you gonna promote my legend? I'll postpone it. Might accept, but if you send him money, he might consider. Whenever I return. Okay? Unless it already went there. Yes, it says it's not in range, but these distant legends, like, what is that? Crusader King. Ah, it's his. He's spreading his own legend of the Crusader King. Oh yeah, betrothed can marry. But the thing is, it's supposed to be a grand wedding, which we could send a proposal to. No, it's just going to be a regular marriage. No, because I'm, you know, incapable. And he says, who needs for a grand wedding? We don't need that. I'm actually happy with that, and I don't want to spend all that money for all this. Instead, the money's going to promoting this legend, which it looks like I did a pretty good job at spreading it for most of my realm. Although it has not spread to Brittany yet, but it will. So all I need to do is spread it outwards to other places. So that way it wouldn't be much of an issue. Learning quest. Philosophical debate tournament. Participating in a philosophical debate tournament, I hold my intellectual skills to better understand human nature as I face intellectual challenges. Court discusses question in my extended absence, raising doubts about my governance. Learning increased by +2 and +500 my lifestyle experience. Yes. Monthly prestige. The Norman Healing Guide. My nephew, the Prince of Lotharingia, who is located in the Duchy Spoleto in Worms, he's spreading the legend for me. Do you now? What do you want to make? You want to go to Asia Minor? Need a little more money. And we're going to need to save some. At least we got one legend promoter. It's good for a change. Yep, it's going over there now. To Lotharingia. County of West Freeland's on full control. $59 gold from that trade. Spreading it further up the Rhine, I could see over there. But it has not spread to England yet. Ancient Observatory Exploration. Exploring an ancient observatory, I delved into the cosmos to understand the interconnectedness of all things. As I studied the celestial patterns, Court discusses question mark below absence, cast shadows on my vision. +2 learning more, and +500 more learning. I'll be returning soon, don't you worry. And now it's spreading into Brittany and to Anjou. Just like what I wanted. keep on going. You did it again. Think of what's a good thing. Adela is simple. Known for my dedication to faith, as I am a religious icon. Most pious life of Queen Stephanie, you can promote this legend now whenever you're done with yours. Even though I won't be around long for that. But that would have been nice to have that notoriety. But no, I want to be remembered for this heroic legend, that I'm the one who ended the consolidation of Normandy here. My grandfather built his legend, and I have mine. After a journey filled with challenges and growth, I have returned to state. The Courtiers eagerly await your realm. Your region has managed affairs in your stead, and the realm's undergone changes in your absence. I'm back. But honestly, son, I'd rather have you be regent forever, because I don't like to rule myself. You got a legend. I mean, not legend, inspiration, right? Allow me to help you out with that. You want to go to Asia Minor? Be my guest. We'll soon be cutting down the cost of maintenance in regarding this said legend. I don't want to lose the whole, you know, percentages of the last time. I am 87 years old and I'm still feeling fine. I don't want to go back to rulership. But boy, oh boy, I wish I could just go do self-improvement again, which you can, if you want to do that again. See, that's a good idea. Like, just go away for a while and do all that. Meditate if you have to. To the secluded forests. Actually, no. How about the rolling hills? Way over there. I'll manage. If you want more gold, then just fuck the tone. Yeah, we'll postpone that, but I'm content. I'll be fine. I'm the culture head of the Normans again. Time's come to be part of my adventure, my queen. Better sit chill then. Files can weigh down my heavy bags. Before I leave, please tell me, is there anything specific you want me to keep an eye peeled for my journey? I want to possess something truly unique, something to add to the royal court. Find it! You changed a chapter in Consolidation Normandy. I'll read it once the whole thing is done. Time for mental breaks. So in 4 years' time, or so, we'll be able to get this. And I'm thinking about resetting these two, even if I have to knock down that Culture Fascination progress, just to pick up these two and start being a lot healthy. And be living up into my 90s, like never before. But in the meantime, I'm going to go over to meditate over there. I'll be fine. I'd rather have my son be the regent forever, for the rest of my life. As the legend continues to spread. So I'll say wait until we reach 100, then we'll knock it down and just let the other legend promoters out there do it for me. Just to cut down cost of maintenance when doing these. I was trying to spread the legend domestically. $58 gold for high trade power. I can sway you. And you have your reasons to dislike me. Also would like to learn your language. Language of the Bretons. You're never too old to learn another language. "90. I receive a message from my adventure with words embellished so that I could see her in the theater of my mind. We've been sailing up rivers around the winding hills. After a drought, the locals told us the river Child dried up ahead of our vessel. Instead of giving up or turning back, we attempted the impossible. I commanded my crew to start building a track and pulley system. We started dragging our boat across the land towards the next river. It sailed in a sea of grass and daisies. You can probably imagine what I did next. The boat just about survived the journey, I can imagine. 80% chance that managed to drag the boat up a cliff, increasing our prowess. And inspiration will be of higher quality and game prestige. 20% chance to stranded fixing a broken boat. She did it! My golly. "92. And when it reaches 100, I'm going to stop with the, and start spreading the legend, outside. If any pros are willing. Secret documents lost. Oh no, somebody knows my murder. Because I'm a known, well, not yet known, but I've done some murders here and there. The clear views and hilltops from the Courtiers landed themselves on, well, the pensive reflection. Isolated faraway owners, I found out the troubles which burned me were no longer heading away from them. For the first time in far too long, I was at peace. This experience will stay with me forever. Stress reduction. Again, I'm tempted to reset the perks. I'm going to maintain most of it. I mean, I still want to be the inspector and matriarch and architect. But I want to add another perk for this. Greetings from Anatolia. My travels throughout Asia Minor have left me quite a taste for lamb, yogurt, and eggplants. And I've sent some recipes along with this courier. I've been given a golden bridge adorned with a seahorse by one of my hosts. Also sent to you. I'm certain my travels will bring one at a time. Why the hell not? Order our chefs to prepare these dishes at once. Upgraded decent food and got the golden seahorse artifact. Oh, you're never going to use these. Break that down. May want to fix these soon. And this thing is useless to me now, since we no longer have the ability to raid. We'll have those fixed at some point. Ew, decent food. Life expectancy has gone up a bit. I could do more next time. Since you're all about, healthiness and all that. My royal court isn't the best, but 99. Come on, 100. 100! Okay, stop. Stop with this. Now commend legend abroad, where it costs less. Since you did it so excessively. And legend abroad. All of you. There we go. So every one of your vassals or neighboring rulers may make your legend the promoted legend. Higher levels up to increase is occurring, so let's start making some money again. $88, still feeling fine. Let the regent continue to run things, even if he's entrenched. He's gonna be king one day. Summon the physician. Be careful. Soft approach. Can't be that bad. We know it's going to be headed for the sea and it'll jump up to here. Maybe. But we can't guarantee everything. Unless it's going up this way. To upgrade it, it's going to cost you this much. Unless you want to end it right then and there, just like the other two legends in our realm in long past. Oh man, not Dunkirk. Blackmail. Yeah. You got me. You got me. Whatever you need. My queen! Our beneficiary children announces her arrival, surprising a loud voice. It probably holds up a package securely wrapped in cloth. I returned from Asia Minor with an artifact from my journey. I take a bulky bundle onto my hands and loosen the cords with peeling layer after labor. Inside is an artifact unlike anything I've seen before. A small surprise. This tattered flag is said to be a legendary banner that the Persian blacksmith Kaveh made from his apron to rally his people against their evil overlord. Look at that. It's great modifiers, especially the popular opinion. Put that in your court right now. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I'm happy with this. As we stated before, see if you can command legend abroad, if others are willing. You know, I never bothered employing ladies in waiting because of the stress reduction thing. Ready to upgrade your legend. Do it. This is your best chance at this. And I would love to complete that legend immediately, but not until next year, okay? We'll be able to complete it next year, so I can stop putting my investments into this legend. Especially with the amount of money that you've put in. "88 years old. 4 more years till I'm 92, which was my record." My court poet, Allred, greets me at the court this morning, eager with the news at the tip of his tongue. My queen, I believe that your vassal, Countess Salova, is almost convinced of the veracity of the end of the consolidation in Normandy. She was aware of this tale and seemingly enraptured by it, but is unconvinced of the truth behind it. She should be persuaded. Just turned 89. 89 years old and I'm feeling fine. Just gotta wait till next February and then we'll stop spreading the legend and start making some real fortune again. $30 gold. Thank you. It seems my studies of the Iberian vulgar language reached 2 years account, so he's a native speaker and is offering to help in my studies. I ask no one to token reward for my efforts, Queen, says Small Caldy. Thanks, so I can manage my own. I've heard tell of monastics engaging in trances and visions of ecstasy, the communion of God. Could I too attain this sort of divine connection? Well, what do other texts say? I tend to learn more about the practice through books, as I do have higher learning skill these days. The more I dig into ancient texts, the more I discover could the mysterious practice of ancient monastics predate even Christianity itself? Seems something remarkable. This is teaching me so much more about my faith. Do it! Okay, let's do it. This is going to be a lot, okay? Now you gain more health. Keep it up. In 23 months, you're gonna have whole body. Of course, still sticking with the inspector thing. I might as well get that whenever I do a bit of traveling again. Of course, remain architect. Beautiful. Simply for the sake of it. Like Dora, I still would like to be referred to as a matriarch, even though I don't have the fertility anymore. Commission an epic would sound a little interesting. But being august. As much as I like to be the good mother, I think it would be better off just to be august as well. Maybe I'll throw in some money to commission an epic. And look at me now, I wear this. This wreath on my head. Get groom to rule. See, even additional skill points. You don't need to be the matriarch. Just like how I like it. Now I'm feeling fine. Trade is withered in West Friedland. My personal physician explains the miasma of death. My propose is not cured. If we plant the field of wheat of foxgloves, the fragrant air may drive out the plague. Strange, but perhaps no stranger than the plague itself. What a waste of gold. That's the place I don't give a damn, because it's the furthest north of the frontier. Duke no. One who's trying to strive to emulate to learn his language. Started sending me correspondence late. I've gotten several letters where he lauds my efforts to learn his language, calling him both respectable and admirable. It feels good to get recognition for my hard work. Scribe sent word back to my appreciation. And my bodyguard, the heir, and myself. My perceptive bodyguard, Cyril, is inspiring fire to behold in a practice yard, and a greatly reassuring presence about the castle. One day he approaches me, practice sword in hand, with Baldwin in tow, and asks, I've had a request for training, and I'll take it in finish it. Your Highness, is there anyone you could teach? My son and heir Baldwin must be strong. Yes, he's getting old, but inspiring practice. Do it. Give him that. I would like to hold court, but not until after I finish this legend. Count this wisdom of Lily. Bar the doors. Night bursts in wide-eyed for me. My queen! Westwind is drowning in corpses. Streets choked to death. Slams lives down. Sit through frantic mess. Last I heard, the campaign was under control. Do we need to hurt the popular opinion more than we have to? We can. That didn't make do yet. They're getting ignored. Because that's the place I haven't made much investments in. As screwed up as it sounds, this is the one place I neglected. Because the relations between the Normans and the Dutch aren't the best, but it's in the works. Yeah, don't forget about the dread. Some people will want to get rid of you because of your dread. Look, it's nice that you're spreading the legend in different places, but I want it to end now. Come February, we could finish it. So that way we could start putting our money elsewhere. Investments, construction projects. Oh, and I remembered another thing. Festivity budget. Small health boost. Go to it. It's not going to make me any more healthy, but every little bit helps. You became your marshal. Ah, you're pretty good at that. I've been studying ancient religious texts and the writings of scholars, and they all seem to agree that the world will end 6,000 years after its creation. By my calculations, we're less than a century away. However, my Archbishop thought it urges me to keep it to myself. Leave it to the clergy and avoid panic. What if your calculations are wrong? I should consult with more priests. Yeah, you should. 14 months. Keep it up. However, I just thought of this. Grandson. George. Yeah. And you've yet to have children of your own. Thought about going on a pilgrimage to Canterbury. So I could pick up that little bit of that learning lifestyle quick. Countess Slovis failed to keep her house in order. Her husband, Prince Udrost. What kind of name is that? Pictish. Trist up there, going to bring shame and mockery in our family. In hushed tones, my vassal explains it all to me among the dusty mead vessels. Must do something about that fiend, Leech. This cannot go unchallenged. Gwen cannot get away with this. reason I thought about, you know, a quick little pilgrimage to Canterbury is because, look, learning lifestyle experience. Give me a caravan master. That's one. And then after we leave, we go around. And just be as healthy as ever. My final pilgrimage. Before I realize that I am too damn old for this. Origin in the Consolidation Normandie is there. And you can slow it down. Take your time. You can bring more people you like, but I don't want to spend too much money because of this legend I'm trying to have. Altruism. Let's do it. For religion and for health. This is going to be a short pilgrimage trip. Bernard de Normandy has died. So now England is held by an independent ruler who just took parts of Normandy with us. Man overboard. We'll save him. Well prepared. We'll have to get parts of England back in a war. Finally here, body and soul, as I'm an experienced pilgrim. Canterbury Basilica. I'll become Homo Levati very, very soon. You can complete this legend right now. This is what it reads. Again, we've read all this, but there was one part of the chapter that was added. In a vast expanse of Queen Stephanie's travels, he stumbled upon a breathtaking wonder that defied earthly bounds. A place where the beauty of nature intertwined with seamlessly human ingenuity. Towering spires of exquisite craftsmanship reached towards the heavens. Their graceful forms bathed in the soft glow of the dawn's first light. Stephanie took a deep breath as she could not wish for a better end. Complete it right now. Just can't wait. Because we need to start making some money. Here's the end of the book of Queen Stephanie and of her noble deeds that were unmatched in the whole land. Here is the end of the event of the Consolidation of Normandy. Stephanie's legend culminates in a marvelous adventure. Her great deeds of arms were such that all kings had wonder thereof, and many nobles and commoners came to her encounter, for which they see the legend in the flesh. And here was written, 12th of April, 1026 AD. Let be told. Another heroic legend complete. Let's start making some real fortune, and then eventually we're gonna have to fight against England to get these two territories back to me. But hey, it ups the domain limit a bit. As long as you don't cause too much damage. As we saunter past the stalls of the Kent market, we're approached by a peculiar man. He unabashedly addresses us. Highness, you look like a refined gentlewoman. I know a simply divine experience not far from Kent that would sure to be adventures of any dedicated pilgrim. Well, color me intrigued. As I start to wonder if we'll arrive, our guide Sigurd suddenly takes a sharp left turn before we know we enter a cavern hidden in the countryside. A faint glow, steady, goes stronger, starts reflecting over our gear as we stumble into a large grotto covered in hundreds of crystals. Crystals that catch light from the hole in the ceiling, and the entourage, including myself, fawns in astonishment at the sight. I never felt God's presence stronger than in this very spot. How extraordinary. Look, whatever piety I gain is irrelevant. It's what is relevant is the monthly lifestyle experience I'm going to pick up here once I get moving again. Donated funds. How did Dinar die, by the way? Disappeared without a trace at the age of 43. And he left no children because he was sterile. He never had children of his own. Now, Duke Osmond of Norway had to go with England. Because they're related. That's it's held by someone else. Anglo-Saxons of England. As our time at this sacred site draws to an end, slightly consider I did not get a chance to prove my devoutness to God as much as I would like to. This being my second pilgrimage, I can't help but to prepare my previous visit to Jerusalem and all its holiness. I'm also thrilled at the notion of having visited a new holy site. Kent, it's been an honor. It's not what I came for, but what I came for is, hey, we're actually going to go through the capital of England, and then visit other places that will give me more learning, lifestyle, experience. Ditch. Here we go. Hold the body. Know yourself. Know your limitations. Know the full extent of your reach. Hold the body. I am 90 years old and I'm feeling fine. I'm healthy because you gotta thank the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost power. Reduce the cost of cash outlay for the future war against England to take our territories back. And fearful troops, since I still have quite a bit of dread. To reduce the army maintenance, therefore we'll make more money. Some more of that, so we can get back to cultural fascination progress. I've had this event before. Hey, those herbal remedies of Wessex, we have one of those, right? Willing to trade. Get me one. I'll destroy this old one right here, and here is the new one. Gotta repair that at some point. Good to be home. Hey. Okay, it's been deactivated. Good. No need to promote anything right now. Let me know if you want to go out adventuring again. Since I pretty much cared about my own well-being. Let me look. No need for that. Ah, commission an epic. Just remembered. Where is it? Commission epic. Cost you 50. My family history contains many tales of great success and honor. If any of those were composed to a single story, it would certainly reflect very well on myself. Once the epic's complete, prestige up and may receive a family epic artifact. You'll likely get a better result if you have extra money to spend. Well, I know where to get my money. What I need is a classical tale of the grandeur of my family. A chronicle about the origins of the Normandie dynasty and how we're destined for greatness. I only need someone who knows how to tell the story. Android, an accomplished storyteller. High chance of an exceptional epic. That's you. 60-year-old guest. We'll throw a bunch of money into that. And now, well, it's like, well, you got an issue now. Now listen, vassals. Some of you may not look at me highly, but ask from my vassals special monetary contribution the bigger interest in Overhaul. Your prestige will take a hit as you are facing serious difficulties, and your tyranny will increase, but it will fill the coffers of gold. The Pope can't give you money. I mean, there's always borrowed gold, but that has no sword. This one is very, very bad. Option. So special contribution. Give me your gold. That's all I ask. Because you know what happens when you're in debt. My family epic seems to be progressing well. And some lines would already sound like it'll be quoted for decades to come. But Info has a lot of questions about the focus of the story. It would be easier to answer if he wrote it all first, but then I could ask or tell him what I dislike, but he just needs answers now. It is a family history, so be generous. I mean, you'll be out of debt in a few months, but still. After I send my messengers, Debutantes, and asking my vassals for no funds, and I can proceed to count the amount I receive. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Damn. Well, at least that got me out of it. At least. I've always taken a number of liberties in my family epic in regards to warfare and battles. It makes for dramatic scenes, but I worry my nephews but offend as he furrows his brow at a particular scene. I am almost relieved when he finally shares his thoughts. It's all nonsense, but this part with the ancient emperor has given me some ideas. Whatever inspiration can be found, we should use it. Gwen has died. Died under mysterious circumstances. Well, someone didn't like her. Shadow Nantes. Corona pox. Major smallpox. Oh crap. Well, it came from there, but now it's spreading upwards. Well, soft approach is best. I don't know if it'll reach all the way out here again, but it'll go upriver indefinitely. Sucks for those who are just recovering from the flood. Duke Andre, you're 24, and you want to romance me, a 91-year-old woman? You got a thing for mature women or something? I do not know whether to be relieved or disconcerted about the enthusiasm of my Archbishop, Frode. Shows after reading completed parts of my family. This is a telling of a wonderful moral, he claims. And the Normandy dynasty has always seen greatness when advised by clergy, at dark times when it has failed to heed that advice. Hope it's a lesson you'll heed equally well. Piety and same faith tax. Sounds like an idea. Indeed, I know it all too well. gone long? Do you have another? You've been quite adventurous. I could take such a thing, I would never take a lover. Snowfall has been reported in large amounts of ranches. Many rural farmsteads were destroyed, resulting in a number of deaths among the commoners. Many others have already died from cold or hunger. Local officials there are beseeching me to do something to alleviate the suffering of people in this region. Shall I prove myself to be a generous and benevolent Queen, Stephanie? Of course. Yes. Send aid to local sovereigns, Calamity. Throw it in. Instruct the snowfall, but gain aid from it to relieve it a bit. Yes. That's some really bad snow. Doesn't usually happen like that. Unexpected boon. Opinion. I was hoping more gold. Because we need to start filling our war chest up for future war against England. To take those territories back. And for always completed my family epic. And what a glorious chronicle he has composed. That is high drama, moral quantities, intense duels. Everything my family has been forged from is in there. Even a part with the ancient emperor. Seemingly so far-fetched to become a touching moment outlining the destiny of my house. This is a feigned book. It's a court artifact. The Normandy Chronicon. That's a mouthful. A truly epic chronicle of the glorious de Normandy family, commissioned by Queen Stephanie, enriched by the vibrant illustrations of her glorious ancestors and their deeds. The cover is silver, displaying a repeating image of detailed stag, enunciated by the placement of ruby inserts. Piety, renown, the main taxes of the same faith plus 8%. Controlled territory defender revenge goes up, and so is the court grandeur. This might be the greatest chronicle ever written. Put it here. Our first book artifact. Put that close to me. It did jump up a bit. It was 18.4, but now it's 19.3. Around there. After all the time I've always spent on my court about how he's gotten to know me, it feels strange he's about to depart. I have other places to go to, and other stories that need telling, he tries to explain. Oh, I suppose this is a goodbye. Actually, hold on. No, never mind. I wouldn't worry too much. Today I spent some time visiting the local pharmacy while in town. While my physician, Herman, usually handles the matters by himself, does hard to accompany him every now and then to learn how he helps me to maintain my health. The photography is, of course, delighted to have me around. Herman observes some amusement as the woman enthusiastically tries to sell me some of the more valuable products, in particular, a tungstone. With a gleam in her eye, she shows me the triangular stone. Says, "You know, my lady, these stones were renowned for protecting one from poison. You probably have experienced dipping them to drink the ward off poison. But a bigger one like this would do better as a protective amulet." So, also known as a snake tongue, these unique stones, perhaps some sort of snake or mystical creature, have healing properties, including some protection against poison. Typically dipped in drink or preserved in an amulet like this. Disease resistance, a small health boost. I appreciate your concern, but I'll pass. Again, I'm saving my money for war chest for future conflict. I wish I could invest more, but I want that part of Normandy back. So for historical context, in medieval times, fossilized shark's teeth were called tongue stones or snake tongues, among other medical uses. They were a common cure or protection against poison. There was a tradition at the time of hanging tongue stones from decorative trees on tables during feasts. Guests could dip their tongue stones into their wine or drink, assured that they would not be poisoned. You're the one of all the children. Guess your name's gonna be Mabel. that won't cost too much if you just go to war and take these territories, but thankfully we haven't really invested much in fortifications. So this will take time to take them. We'll do that in the next episode. I want to go one more year before we end the episode, because I want to say I reached 92 and now it's more likely. Three years we'll have manorialism, and we'll definitely make investments here in our capital. There's some really good economic goings. And in 4 years we'll get our new siege weapons. My spy master Joel has come to me with a unique opportunity. A family of commoners who could be of great use to us. How could an ordinary family of commoners help us with espionage? I ask him, my eyebrows raised skeptically when he brings them out to me. They're ordinary, yes. But what is remarkable, Jared argues, the different members of this family are all employed by several different clans of the local nobility. Furthermore, I discovered they're fatally tight-knit and have all the reasons to support you against their current employers. With the right sentence, we could ask them to all spy on these nobles. Low risk, high reward, in my opinion. I don't think the opportunity is worth it. Despite this, I'm feeling fine. I have whole body and everything. Grand wedding. I could go to a grand wedding to pass the time, and as well as yet another excuse to what I often say, get off my ass and get moving. Where is this grand wedding of yours? Oh, Lundberg. And it's you who's the one who's getting married. Huh. Alright then. I'll be there. Medium health boost. Oh yeah. I'm definitely going to be around for a while now. Maybe we'll also get a health boost for doing feasts. Parochial tax contribution from this book. Hey! Health boost. Get it up. Just remembered. You could clear ground for legendary building. Legendary statue. How much? Select your barony. I would like to know. Amsterdam. Because why the hell not? There you go. That's just for notoriety's sake. How much is it for a statue? 720! Well, who gets the whole Amsterdam? Baldwin. Here I am. Just don't want to cause trouble here. Now we're famous. Guests are gathered, the ceremony is about to start. Everything seems in order when something out of the ordinary happens right in front of my eyes. The lucky charm that Duchess was wearing around her neck comes unfastened and slips off the ground. To be carelessly stepped by herd servants. It was better. We've seen old sea go down like catch magic comes. That was really bad, wasn't it? It means nothing! My sister Emma died from a seizure. She was a capable. Mark of distinction. It's famed now. You could start a holy legend if you want. But the thing about it is it costs about as much as, you know, the previous legend. And I am a holy woman. And since I got so many years to live now, thanks to the recent health boosts, perhaps I shall take it to consideration. But money's going for war, which will occur in the next episode. Don't need to master raids right now. Enjoy the banquet. Let's see now. I got to go just to get the stewardship monthly lifestyle experience up. Stewardship lifestyle experience. Good folk mingle here too. Just want to be well liked by all. There you go. Congratulations on your marriage. Now let me get back home and we'll end the episode there. As I am 92 years old and I'm feeling fine. You don't need to be a musician. We don't need one for those yet. In the next episode, I'm going to lead the army for one last time. Saxon, man. No. I'm too old for love now. Oh, there's someone romancing me. And take me there fast. I'm gonna fight one final war at my old age. Huh. Create a royal army. Oh yeah, there's that option. Thank you very much. Chivalry's alive. Yeah, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll end the episode here. As we'll pick up scientific again to get things moving again. Because in the next episode, we're going to fight against England, who calls himself the Pirate King. In which we're going to be taking back these two baronies. And then after that, then we'll consider doing a holy legend for once. Because that's another thing about what Stevie's known for. It's like, she's known for being a conqueror and all that, but she's also a very pious woman. And she's got so many years that she might as well have been blessed by God and all that. Even if you don't have children of your own, unless your genius self, for some oddly reason, that you don't have that. At least he has children, so it's got that going for you. So, we hope you people enjoyed this episode, because this series is not yet ready to end, because this character is still very much alive, and I've tied a record of my longest lived character ever played. So, each passing year will be a new record for me. So we'll see how long she'll be around for the next episode. But until then, so long for now.